Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. We recently went down through this building, down the trapdoor at the back, to the Zentrium hideout. Zentrium, some number of vowels and consonants made up the word that was that. And we are now in reasonably good health. We are in good spell slots, so it's time for us to go and find the next piece of our adventure. First of all, we're going to have to get through this fire another occasion. I guess we'll spare some water for the cause if we have it. Sort by weight, that will usually make it pop out faster. I didn't throw all my water, did I? Well, okay, looks like we're going to get slightly singed then. Hopefully not too injured on the way through. Grace trying to literally jump through the fire to save herself. Let's split these two up so that Wyll doesn't come running backwards through here. And with familiars in tow, we can get out of here. What do you have on you? Ah, Alchemist's Fire. Faded Drow Leather Armor. 12 plus 3. That's good. Because that's the same as plus 1 leather armor.
Excellent armor. Strange place to find it.
So you're wearing plus 1.
Blade at the ready.
You're wearing studded plus 1. So that's 15
No one back home will ever believe this.
and 15. And this is going to be 12 plus 3 for 15 as well. So it looks like we're just going to be selling that one, unfortunately.
What's in here?
Any more valuable stuff? A few interesting bits and pieces.
Great God Helm, allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when
So, if we move further west along here, just down here, yeah, there it is, this great big bridge structure is where many runs come to die because there is a group of Githyanki there and it's an incredibly tough fight. So I'm going to avoid that like the plague for now, although if we really had to, we might be able to do it with the help of the ogres with the Lump's Horn.
How much farther can I go?
So that is something that we could utilize if we had to, but let's just poke around this area for a moment first before we head somewhere further south.
A dragon.
An actual dragon, or at least some dragon toe beans. Not going to come and land. We were frightened during that mild encounter, but we have passed our fear, so we can keep moving along. And there is this gap over here as well. So we're definitely not going to walk in that direction. That is just asking for trouble. But over here, what I think we're going to do is take one of our conjured imps, fly over this gap, and then we can go invisible because I'm not using this invisibility enough to our benefit, and we can just come scout along here for a little minute. Obviously our map tells us that this is where the goblin camp is. There's a great big chest. I don't know that our imp is going to be strong enough to be able to move this. Nor can we look inside of it, unfortunately, but it's worth knowing it's there. And what we can do is we can jump down through here into the goblin camp proper. What is this hole? Have I ever seen this hole before? Either our imp can't interact with it, and it is something maybe a halfling could squeeze through, or it's nothing at all, and it might be programmed to be something else specific one day. But here we are. We can see that there are a bunch of drunk and sleeping goblins up in this side of things. Over here we can see a cracked wall with 31 HP. We've got more drunk, sleeping guys over this side. And then down here is where the party's at. Dozens and dozens of orcs doing their thing. And obviously that could be quite a problem for us. Now, as an imp, we can obviously kill stuff quite happily around here because it's not going to impact us or our ability to live on, because the imps can just be resummoned magically. Can I throw this fire wine? I cannot. We could just attack it, but we wouldn't have any way to ignite it, unfortunately. And so really, unless we're going to try and start attacking stuff as the imp, this is basically as much as we can learn. There's another ogre standing guard down here, slightly drunk. And if we fly on down into the party, we are completely invisible, so they're not going to see us as a threat or anything. There's Volo, everyone's best bud.
Draw Reichsland's best makers of blades in the quarry.
And really, that is all there is for us to find through here, just kind of scouting the route. So the question is, do we want to come here next? And if so, how are we going to do that? Because we can hop through here, we see the main bridge. This is effectively the main way in. You can get over this log as well, although that isn't as safe as it seems, I believe. Unfortunately, with our attacks here, 1d4 plus 3 plus 1d6 poison damage, we don't have quite enough damage to be one-shotting a lot of the goblins that are around. Although what we could do is come around and start destroying war drums. That would be of great benefit to us. Are we stuck somewhere? No, we are coming. So let's do that. Let's start taking out some war drums.
Stop fidgeting.
They have 4 HP.
More likely you go
And...
fleas, you
What are they doing over there?
oh, hello. Well, we got caught. This imp is not long for this world, I'm sure. Let's see, is there one with 7 HP that we could have a good chance to kill? Now they've triggered that opportunity attack. We have an ability to get away. And with 7 HP, there's a chance we could kill this one. Yes, very nice. And then we'll just fly away and see if they can't get to us. Maybe we can take out every goblin with one conjured imp. This guy's sprinting towards us, which means they are, by definition, not attacking us. That's nice to see. Going to stand over the corpse of his slain friend. Yeah, good job destroying that bench. Why did he destroy the bench? This one dashed over. This one's probably going to dash over as well. All of the dashing. Now, I hope this doesn't screw us over for being able to come through this way as our other heroes now that these guys have been instigated in one fight. Because that won't be ideal. At least there'll be one fewer goblins to deal with. Alright, back to the imp. We want to attack the one with 7 HP. This is the one that we actually have some reasonable chance of killing. Very nice. And then where do we want to jump from here now? What's furthest away from all of our enemies? Alright, this way it's going to be. And now we'll probably just get shot to death. Do imps have any kind of fire immunity? Is that a thing? No, just really good dark vision. Immune to poison. Okay. They're having a hard time killing us. Unfortunately, we're running out of very weak foes to attack. So if we crit this guy, we could probably kill them. But the 5% on a crit is not high. Yeah, so let's just get this guy dead. Shouldn't take long now. Although they'll just keep dashing at us. That's going to work for them too. You know what? Let's really confuse them. Alright. So the fight on the other side of the map is over.
No time to rest.
We cannot make this jump, so we won't be scouting ourselves that direction, but our imp gave us some good knowledge.
Best be on my way.
But if we do want to engage in anything in that direction, we're going to have to do it starting at the front gates and working back, rather than sneaking through the back entrance. Is there anything up here? No. Just a big slab of rock. Alright, so the question now is, basically, do we go towards the goblins, or do we go down to the swamp and the hag? Because we're already level 4, we don't really need the extra XP from going down to the swamp. And I'm just trying to rack my brain if there's any kind of supplies or anything that we want really badly down at the swamp or in the hag's quarters.
Over, then through.
Like, she's got a bunch of potions and knickknacks, but I can't think of anything that particularly serves these two heroes as warlocks that's going to be essential for our progress down through the Underdark. And of course, it would be a great shame to die down in the swamp
Lies before me.
with Wyll before we manage to investigate him and his missing eye. What we can do while we're here, there's a mysterious hole just besides the windmill. There's an oil lamp, a scimitar, and a curious book. Nice bottle of wine.
This book's owner had excellent taste.
Or maybe a bit of a drinking problem.
I mean, if it's
One day I'll catch a break.
if it's good wine, it's taste. If it's bad wine, it's a drinking problem. Isn't that how it goes? And so through the Blighted Village, nothing going on here, of course, now that we've resolved all this. So this is really our crossroad. Down to the swamp, or over to the goblins. And I think knowing that the encounters with the hag can be so bugged, I think we'll just give it a miss.
Haven't seen that game in years.
So now we have to think about how we want to progress. And even before that, I suppose we really should consider, do we want to long rest before we get involved in stuff down there? Because we may well want our extra short rests whilst we're there. So let's go do that. Because we're right here, and we have food, and we have supplies, and we haven't been visited by our lover in our sleep yet. So let's give that a chance to proc. You don't want to have a conversation. Dog's doing great. We will use... Have we got enough non... Yeah, we do. Excellent. So we'll spend all this stuff, including the classic carrot. Have a little full rest. There's a strange noise. Alright, no visits in the night, but we now have full HP, full spell slots, 2 available short rests. So let's go and see what the state of things is down ahead of us. And to do that, what better tool than a lovely quasit. A quasit that is invisible. Hopefully all of the foes down here are marked with yellow dots on the map, meaning neutral people, rather than red dots on the map, meaning definite foes. We'll see as we get a little bit closer. Okay. So they are yellow. They are not immediate threats to us. So if we leave that guy there, over here we will get ourselves an imp. Get our imp to be invisible as well. And then,
Sharp as ever.
for moving forward, we're going to want Wyll to disguise himself as a female dark elf. Female drow. I never know what order these are supposed to be in. Disguise self, femme drow.
Omnia mutanto.
And with that, we should be able to arrange passage through here without having to fight every single last creature. But we will see when we get there.
One move ahead.
I'm coming as fast as I... Drow? What do they... Hello?
Is Wyll confused?
Hello? Hello?
What are you doing?
Oh, that. Just preparing my war cry. I'm coming as fast as I can. Needs a bit of work, I reckon. Come on. It's time we paid Spike a visit.
Alright, I give it like a 20% chance that this disguise self doesn't work at all, because it didn't when we were near the windmill previously, and so we should be prepared for a fight, as much as I would like to be able to negotiate this without necessarily having to have a fight. Stop! Who goes there? Or something. There's an autosave probably.
Goblins ahead.
Shove over, Claw. Drow coming through.
Alright. That went perfectly.
Ever onward.
Now let's
Things out.
go and see what's happening back here, because in my previous run there were some strange goings on back at this exit of the map that is not available in early access, but there were some peculiarities, so we'll check this out and then next time we'll go further down into camp.
Curse to put my hand.
Hear my voice. Obey my command. The voice is irresistible. Every word is drenched with a power and authority that you do not understand, but cannot deny. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes. These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the weapon. Illumination will be your reward.
Well, that's unexpected. Unless she exists in a dream rather than with the party.
You feel energy pulsing from the artifact, lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away. My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
Okay, so Shadowheart teleported here.
I imagine you must have questions. We should talk. You're lucky I managed to catch up with you when I did. We're both lucky, in fact.
Oh, she caught up with us, conveniently for the cutscene.
That doesn't matter. What matters is how it can help us against the monsters in our heads. I don't know how, but this artifact is protecting me from whoever controls our parasites. You won't get much farther without it shielding you. Trust me. You need me at your side.
Sounds like I need the artifact, not you.
It stays with me. I'll kill to protect it. Already have.
I'll take my chances without you. Unfortunately, Shadowheart does not fit into our Warlock Duos today.
There's no chances without me. Only certain death, or worse. I'll wait here until you come to your senses. For both our sakes, I hope that happens very soon.
Well, Shadowheart just keeps hanging around, doesn't she? She is currently shielded, as are we. We are shielded from the voice of the Absolute. But for now, that's going to be everything. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or coming back tomorrow when we're going to have our way with this goblin encampment. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.